What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Lachan. What? Come in. Because, like, I'm not recording or anything. Come in. Get boy.
Oh, nah.
What's up, you guys? It's Lachanti. I'm back with another video. I know I've been gone for quite a while, but, guys, I'm back. And I'm here. And it's all over. Today, I'm going to be doing a Q&A just on endometriosis. So I had a bunch of you guys send me in some questions, and so we're just going to get right into that. But first things first, I need some chapstick because my lips is chapped. BRB. Okay, we're ready. Question number 1. What is endometriosis? So, endometriosis is basically where the tissue that it's supposed to line on the inside of your uterus lines out the outside. Like, it just attaches on the outside of your uterus, and it can be found on your ovaries, your fallopian tubes. It can also attach to your bladder, to your bowels. Yeah, that is what endometriosis is, and it sucks. Question number 2. At what age were you diagnosed with endometriosis? Let me see. I was diagnosed with endo when I was, this was back in 2018. So, guys, I'm not good at math. I didn't pass math in school, so give me a second while I calculate this. I was like 21, give or take. No, I was 20, about to turn 21. That's when I got diagnosed with endometriosis. Question number 2. What helped you with pain? Okay, so this is an interesting question because actually there's not a lot that personally helps me with pain. There's not a lot. I don't have a lot that helps me with pain. But what I do try before I get into like all of the medications and stuff, because if you know me, you know I hate taking medications, point blank period. That's just not what I do. But what I have tried, I use a heating pad, like warm compresses. So if I don't have a heating pad on site, like I'll take a hot water, put it in a water bottle, use that, or take a towel, throw it in some water, put it in the microwave, call it a day. I also got this really cool, I was trying to see if I can find it. I have this really cool, it's like a TENS machine. It's supposed to give kind of like electrical stimulation. It's supposed to help. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on how much pain I'm in. Another thing that I try, I have a whole drawer on the bottom here that is just full of medications. I have Tylenol, ibuprofen, I've taken Percocets. Okay, yeah, I have Percocets. I also, like, if the pain is really, really severe and there's no way that I can control it, I end up in the emergency room and I end up getting morphine and all that great stuff. So, yeah, that's always fun. Alright, question number 4. Is there a cure? No. There's no cure. Unfortunately, there's no cure. There is no cure for endometriosis, and I know a lot of people say that there's a cure, and there's a whole lot of myths revolving that, and there's actually no cure for endometriosis. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. It's very straightforward. no cure. Not at all. There's treatments, there's no cure. Question number 5 is, what are some symptoms? What are some symptoms and which do you experience? There's a whole list of symptoms. Okay, I'm going to give just a general list of symptoms that many people do face, and then I'll go in with whatever it is that I experience. So, symptoms for this would be like irregular periods, really painful periods. Those two kind of combine. Irregular periods, some women get their period and it can last for months at a time. Some also, they don't get their periods and it still is very painful. Pain in their lower abdomens, lower back pain, nausea, painful sex, the list goes on. Now, some of the symptoms that I have faced, which I probably won't get into all of them because then just, you don't need to get into my personal life. I'm just kidding. But some of the symptoms that I do face is I have really bad periods. Like, I look like the Exorcist when I get my periods. It's really bad. Sis be crawling on the floor, like head turn, like crawling, just, you know, that's just me. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I'm not. Yeah, so I have really bad periods and it's awful. Nausea is a really big one. Like, there's times I can't hold anything down, not even water. Like, I would not be able to eat. Sometimes I do get constipation because of the pain. Sometimes not. Sometimes it could be diarrhea. Another symptom can be dizziness. I have stories of a whole bunch of times that I have had my period, or not even my period, just when I'm ovulating, where the pain is so intense that I pass out, end up in the hospital. Whole 9 yards. So those are like the major symptoms. Also, really heavy bleeding. That is another one that I experience as well, which is not fun. All right, let's move on. Question number 5. No, we did 5. Question number 6. Question number 6 says, what treatments have you tried? Girl. I think the question that should be asked is, what treatments have you not tried? Okay? All right. I've tried a whole bunch of treatments. So there's different ways, not a lot of different ways, but there's different ways to treat endometriosis. So you have birth controls, which you can do the pill, you can do the depot shot. I know they also have the ring. I don't know what it's called. They have the coil as well. There's a whole bunch of different treatments. Treatments that I have personally tried. I've tried birth controls. I've been on, I want to say, like maybe 10 different birth controls since I was in middle school. So you think about that and how long. Those never really seemed to help. If anything, it made it worse. I also did try, I'm sorry if the lighting changed. I'm using my natural light and the clouds are moving. Anyways, I've also tried, so I've tried birth controls. I've also tried the depot shot I tried, and I hated it. Like, it was just awful. It made me feel 10 times worse. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, with the depot shot, like a lot of the symptoms that you experience with the depot shot is similar to the symptoms that you feel with endometriosis. And girl, I wasn't here for it at all. Point blank period. Was not here for it. So I was like, nah, this is not gonna work for me. No, take me off. It's just awful. Also, in order to be able to treat endometriosis, you have to know that you have endometriosis, and kind of figure out like where are you kind of like in a spectrum, like how severe is it? Even though like you can be having tons of pain and showing so many symptoms and have very limited or very little bit of endometriosis found, or you can be stage 4 endometriosis and not show any symptoms at all. So it definitely depends on your body and how you're able to manage. So in order to be treated, I was diagnosed, and my diagnosis came from having a laparoscopy or laparoscopy, however you want to pronounce the thing, the surgery. I had a surgery back in 2018, and that's how they were able to diagnose and kind of figure out where from there we were going to go. So yeah, there are many different treatments out there. You just have to find one that suits you and that will kind of give you that relief that you're looking for. Question numero, where are we? Question number 7. This is a question that I get asked so much, so frequently, and honestly, I don't want to say that it bothers me. It really doesn't, but it does at the same time, as it's a very touchy subject for me. Can you have babies in the future? The answer to that is, I don't know. Endometriosis, another symptom or another thing that it's known for, is causing infertility. And I know a lot of ladies, I know a lot of my friends that do have endometriosis had a very hard time conceiving, if not have not yet had a child, which is very scary to think about. And I know I jokingly say all the time, like, I don't want kids. I work for a school, so I'm always like, those are my kids. I got 16 kids. I don't want any kids. Like, I'm all good. But when I actually start thinking about it, you know, I want to be able to have a little mini me running around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I can have kids. And it's very scary to think about. And it's something that we're just going to have to wait and see. Praying, fingers crossed that Black Jesus is able to give me at least one little mini-me. That's all I can say. Alright, let's get on to the next question. We have like 3 more questions left, guys. Bear with me. Alright, the next question is, what are ovarian cysts and are they fatal? So, ovarian cyst is basically like it's a solid, or it can be solid or it can have fluid on the inside, and they're like a little sac, a little pocket thing that is within or attaches onto the surface of your ovary. That's basically what it is. So you know how sometimes people, like, they have cysts on their neck or their cheek or whatever the case is. It's basically the same thing, just that it's either inside of your ovary or on top of the surface of your ovary. Can it be fatal? Majority of the times, no. I want to say maybe about like 95% of the time, no. But the only way that it can become fatal is if you have what we call, or what doctors call, chocolate cysts. And that's basically, it's not chocolate, guys. It's basically when the cyst is full of blood. And if that ruptures, it can definitely cause internal bleeding. And if it's not treated, if it's not caught on time, you could basically bleed out to death. That's just it. I get ovarian cysts all the time. So painful. Very painful. Majority of the time, my cyst either ruptures on its own, or practically all the time it ruptures on its own. So, but they're very painful. And it usually, ovarian cysts usually occurs ovarian cysts usually occur when you're ovulating. That's I want to say like almost every woman that has a cycle, when they ovulate, you get an ovarian cyst. Most of the times, it's not even that serious. Some people don't even notice that they have the cyst there. It just, again, depends on your body and what's going on down there. That's all. Let's keep it pushing, y'all. All right, question number 9. It says, I was supposed to go for my first lab, but because of COVID-19, it was pushed back. Do you have any advice or tips? First of all, I just want to say that Auntie Rona, you got to go. You gotta go. First off, I want to say good luck. Good luck on your lab. I hope everything comes out good. I myself, I was supposed to be going in for surgery as well, and then Auntie Rona went and messed everything up. But any advice, I definitely would have to say try to remain as calm as you can. I know that it's easier said than done, but try to remain as calm as you can. Make sure you have support with you. That was a major thing for me. And ask all the questions that you need to. Make sure that you go in and you have a list. Have a list of questions, concerns that you would like to present to your doctor beforehand. You want to make sure, like, how much recovery time is it going to take? What exactly are they going to be doing during the surgery? Like, you want to have all those questions in order before you go under. Any tips? I definitely have a few tips. I know from my laparoscopy, one of the major things was the pain. And one thing that you should know about the pain is that the laparoscopy is basically, they make 3 small incisions, and they fill you up with gas. So when they are done with the surgery, a lot of the times they're unable to get all of that gas out. So that's why your stomach looks so bloated. And a lot of times pain, you can feel them up in your shoulders. Make sure you have a heating pad. A heating pad, it's gonna do justice. Make sure you have a heating pad. Another thing is make sure you take some gas medication like beforehand. Just start it beforehand, just so your body is able to go ahead and release those gases easy. Another thing is make sure you take a stool softener, because they will not let you leave the hospital unless you are able to use the bathroom. So make sure you do that. And again, just remain calm and know that you're not alone. And if you have any other personal questions, you can definitely reach out to me, DM me, text me if you have my number. I'm not giving my number out, but if you have my number, you have some questions, definitely bring them to me, and I will try my best to answer them. The next and final question. Let's see. All right. Did endo help make you the strong woman you are today? I'm a boss. I ain't even gonna say it because all y'all churchy people, y'all gonna get on me. In all seriousness though, yes, I really do think that endo has made me the strong person that I am today. I definitely, I feel like I can take on the sometimes I feel like I can take on the world, because dealing with all that pain and all that, everything that goes on, I'm like, yeah, I'm a boss, I'm ready, like, someone come square up with me, like, let's go. Other times I just feel like, I can't do this. But I definitely feel like it has made me stronger, wiser, more mature. I do, although endometriosis sucks and having it sucks, but it does make you a lot stronger, and it does help you also to be able to take on any challenges that comes your way. So yeah. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for asking all of those great questions. I hope I was able to answer it to the best of my abilities. If I didn't, if I missed your question, if I misinterpreted your question, let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. You guys, listen. Auntie Rona has me locked in the house, so you already know you was finna get more content. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. Drop it down, down low. Drop it down, down low. Drop it down, low. This is the end of the video. I really do hope that you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. La Chantia. Bye.